one justice for the rich and there's no justice for the middle classes or the poor in many cases, because I am seeing many, many less people being eligible for legal aid. And I'm talking about people who are not on vast sums of money, who are on sums of money who we would classify probably as average wages. They are falling outside eligibility now. They cannot afford to pay privately. They are not eligible for legal aid. And that, to me, is what is happening, and I think that's very sad.
Philip?
Well, I think that you then come back to really, I suppose, a fundamental question, which is how much we should spend on legal aid, because the inevitable consequence of responding to some of the comments that have been made is actually to see a large increase in our overall legal aid budget. And I know that that would clearly be popular with young legal aid lawyers. But inevitably, government is a difficult business, and there are going to have to be difficult decisions about where you do spend your money. And the fact is that we have seen a big increase in legal aid expenditure. I think it's not unreasonable that, given the demands on the system, that one tries to focus that resource on the people who are least able to pay, and then to make sure that we spend the money as effectively as possible. And that means dealing with some of the variations that we've seen historically in expenditure, encourage the system towards restructuring to improve its overall efficiency. And then I think moving on, just picking up Des's point again, because although I think you've given us a reasonably dusty response to the initial consultation on best value tendering. Can I put it that way delicately?
That's very kind of you.
The fact is that what we are trying to get through is we're in an interim stage with the current fee regime, because that's what people felt was required, into long-term sustainability with a system which people will feel that they can invest in the long term. And I think, I would like to get there as quickly as possible, because I think it then makes it much easier to deal with some of the particular problems and issues that colleagues have raised tonight.